The unofficial end of summer has come and gone. The barbecues are over, the pools are closing. Unfortunately, in the last blast of summer, some of us may have had a little too much to drink and then drove home. The attorneys at Jansen and Associates stand ready to help if you were charged with drunk driving over the holiday weekend. Jansen and Associates are members of the Colorado and Denver Bar Association. They belong to the Colorado Criminal Defense Bar and the National College of DUI Defense Attorneys, and they have no complaints registered with the Better Business Bureau. Molly Jansen is the owner and partner of Jansen and Associates. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, now that the Labor Day weekend is over, people probably did some drinking, got in the car, drove, and ended up getting arrested for drunk driving.
Unfortunately.
We see this every year after
Yes.
every holiday. What should people do now? They need to call you right away, or they need to call an attorney right away.
They need to call an attorney. I'm not advocating that you have to call me. I'm advocating that you need to call a lawyer. When people call me, I tell them the same thing. Call more than one lawyer, but call a lawyer. Have a free consultation. You need to figure out what your rights are and what the process is. That is what trips people up a lot, is the process. They just don't understand that they are now in a DUI situation for driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and they have potentially a DMV hearing and then also a court case. And they don't understand that they are separate. They're not communicating really with one another. You're going to have very different consequences and potentially lose your license, go to jail. And so I think it's really important that you at least know what's going on, you know, what that's all going to look like and what's coming down.
And they can come and meet with you and get a free consultation, again, to at least understand what the entire process is.
I give a ton of information. I call it the DUI 101 sort of shakedown. I will hit you hard with a ton of information, whether it be about a DUI or another criminal act that's going on. But yeah, we need to go through that information and answer those questions so that you're armed with it. So that when you do call around and talk to other attorneys and are trying to figure out, you know, what best personality fits me, what best price fits me, you at least know what you're looking for. You know the answers that you're looking for these attorneys to give you about the DMV, about the new laws, about what this is going to look like, potentially about the judge, the DA in that courtroom, sort of the whole picture. And you can do that by phone, you can do that by going in. It's pretty easy to have that free consultation, but you need to get information, not just, hi, here's how much I cost, and please come in and give me a check. It needs to be more than that.
And people, they can start the process really, I mean, just right after they've been processed. They can start it a few days after, but there comes a time when it's too late. So explain when is the best time to call and when it's too late.
That's a good question, because with the DUI specifically, if you've taken a breath test or didn't take a test, you only have 7 days, including weekends, to go to the DMV and request your hearing. So if you've missed that time frame and you don't know what you're doing, we can't undo that. We can't go back and fix that for you. So that's the #1 reason why I would get on the phone.
Okay, so within the first 7 days
within
is
the
best.
You need to get on the phone quickly, at least to understand that portion of things. When it's too late is after you've pled.
Okay.
So you're going to be in a little bit of a problem there. I would say if you're waiting, go to that first court date, see what's going on. A lot of clients call me between the first court date and that next court date when they realize, wow, I'm lost. I have no idea what's going on. I didn't realize I was going to be doing all of this, you know, classes, community service, whatever the case may be, or jail, straight jail in the event that they have a prior. And so I would say, you know, don't hire somebody the day before court.
Okay.
It's not helpful.
If you can do it before the day before
that'd
court,
be awesome. And
especially
especially if you're trying to get money together, at least you can talk to an attorney, know what you need to come up with, give yourself some time, get a plan together. Because certainly we'll work with you the day before court, but you may not like how that's going to look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Procedurally. Right.
And you mentioned too that with priors that there's automatic jail time. That's a new law, right?
That's a new law as of July 1. If you have a prior, you're looking at straight jail time. There isn't a house arrest option anymore, or what we used to call weekenders or midweek, where you could go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. Make it convenient for your life and your schedule. Those days are gone.
Okay.
Which means you could have had a DUI 25 years ago in Iowa, and you're still going to have to do straight jail time. So it's pretty big stuff.
It is. All right. And as you always say, and let's just reiterate again, if you're going to drink, don't drive.
Don't drive, and don't get on anything that's motorized.
Right.
Just please don't do that.
Okay.
Don't drink and drive, and don't do drugs and drive, and we're all good.
Excellent. Well, thanks for the great information.
Absolutely.
And tell our viewers how they can get a hold of you.
Thank you.
Jansen and Associates wants to ensure that you're represented fairly and informed about the charges against you before you make a bad decision. They're a criminal defense law firm handling everything from traffic offenses to DUI to major felonies. Call them at 303-832-5400 or visit their website at janssenlegal.com. They offer free consultations. The number again is 303-832-5400.